Hey gang, I'm Dr. Who. This is Accounting is a Joke, where accounting makes sense so you can make dollars. Today we're going to take a look at a walkthrough problem on how to properly utilize the accounting equation to solve business transactions. If you're kind of shaky about the accounting equation, don't sweat. I dropped a link to a video that'll get you up to speed in no time. So without any further ado, let's get it! Okay, as the manager of a Papa Sean's restaurant, Papa Sean's, get it? You must deal with a variety of business transactions. Give an example of an equation that has each of the following effects on the accounting equation. Okay, increase one asset, decrease one asset. Okay, all right. So here's the deal, gang. This is sort of like a reverse engineering example because they're providing us the actual effects on the accounting equation, but we have to supply with the proper transaction that caused the effects. So we're kind of working backwards, but shouldn't be too bad because we know what we're doing here and it's nothing but a joke.
Yup!
So let's see, increase one asset and decrease another. Okay, so I'm assuming we need an example of that, right? Okay, so they give us examples. All right, so we're trying to increase an asset and decrease another. Okay, so we know what our assets, future benefits, economic resources that give us future benefits. So we know a bunch of assets, right? Supplies, land, furniture, equipment, cash, accounts receivable, all of those are considered assets. So in what situation could one asset go up, causing the other asset to go down? Borrowed money from a bank. So if we borrow money from a bank, that means we owe. So that's pertaining to a liability, so that wouldn't work. Cash dividends paid to stockholders. When a company pays cash dividends to stockholders, that affects retained earnings. And it affects cash, so that wouldn't work. Cash purchase for office supplies. Okay, so what are the key words in there? We purchase cash and office supplies. Both cash and office supplies are assets. And guess what, gang? The cash is going down because we used it to purchase office supplies, causing the other asset to go up. So this is the answer right here. Let's check it. Bags all day. Moving on. Decrease in asset and decrease equity. Okay. So both of the accounts are going down. So we know what our assets. Now what about equity? Stockholders' equity is broken down into two parts. Paid-in capital, which is your common stock account, and retained earnings. Retained earnings is measured by income. It's the income that the company retains to keep to operate and grow the business. And so we use income, or we measure income, by taking the revenues minus the expenses. So all those would affect, ultimately, retained earnings, thus affecting stockholders' equity. Now, dividends is a distribution of income to the shareholders. So that affects retained earnings as well, negatively. So, a way that we could decrease an asset and decrease equity. I know the answer, but let's see what we have. Borrow money from a bank. Again, that's dealing with a liability, so that's out because we're borrowing. Cash dividends paid to stockholders. Well, when we pay cash dividends to stockholders, what happens? Cash is going down, which is an asset, right? And stockholders' equity is going down. Why? Because the second part of stockholders' equity is retained earnings. And we just said anytime that you're paying dividends, retained earnings goes down. So this is the answer, gang. Fantastic. Moving on. Decrease in asset and decrease a liability. Okay, let's think about this one. So in this situation, both the asset and the liability is going down. But when we think about liabilities are things that we owe. When we owe to an outside individual, right? 99% of those liability accounts' last name will be payable, right? So what are we talking about liability accounts? Account payable, notes payable, salaries payable, mortgage payable, utilities payable, all those particular payable. And so what situation will cause a payable to decrease, a liability to decrease? Well, let's put it into our personal finances. We have liabilities all day. Credit card bills are things that would not which we owe outside people. But what's the only way to cause a liability to go down? Your credit card liability can only go down when you pay on it. And guess what you paying on it with? Keyword paid. Cash. So, what event would that substitute for us to be able to decrease our asset and decrease our liability? Paying on our account. Let's see. Borrowing money from a bank? That's not it. Even though borrowing money has a liability that's affected, it's increasing our liability because we now owe more. Cash dividends, we know no, that's a stockholder's equity. Purchase office supplies, no liabilities are involved in there. Made cash sale for services, keyword services, that's revenues. Nope. Paid cash on the account. There we go, gang. Keyword paid. Anytime the company paid, tip for the day, cash is always going down, which is an asset. And our account payable, last name payable, is a liability. So this is the answer, gang. Check it. Bags all day. Moving on. D, increasing asset and increase equity. Increasing asset and increase equity. Gang, we already know what assets are, so we have that under wrap. Equity, two parts. Common stock and retained earnings, right? So if we're issuing common stock, we would increase equity. Now, retained earnings is income, and we said that income is revenues minus expenses. Therefore, if we are providing a service or selling a product, we're generating revenue. And if we're generating revenue, we're thus affecting retained earnings positively. So those are the two things that could cause our stockholders' equity to go up. Issuing stock or generating some revenue. So let's see what we have here. Borrow money from a bank. Again, liabilities, that's out. Cash dividends, that will cause retained earnings to go down. We need it to go up. Cash purchase of office supplies, that doesn't affect stockholders' equity. Made a cash sale for services. Made a cash sale for service. So we sold a product. Anytime we sell a product, we're generating revenue, gang. And what do we get in return? Cash. What happens to be a what? Asset. So this is the answer. Let's see. Bags all day. One more. Increase an asset and increase a liability. All right, so we know what assets are at this level of the game. We know what the liabilities. So we have to figure out what transaction could cause a liability to go up and an asset to go up simultaneously. How about borrowing money? We borrow money from somebody. If a company borrows money from some institution or someone, what happens in that transaction, gang? Cash is going up because the company now has more assets from the borrowing of it. But since they now owe, the liability account must increase as well. So we've been seeing the red herring all throughout this exercise. Why? Because it was the first one. Borrowing money from a bank. Check the answer. Bam. So there you have it, gang. A real formal, easy example of how to utilize that accounting equation in any way. Back it into the actual transactions and the effects of them, whatever they give us. We'll be ready for it because we know that accounting is a joke. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dr. Who. And if this made sense or that light bulb clicked upstairs, please, gang, like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends so they can chase the bag as well. Don't be stingy. Hopefully you had a good time watching this, and I'll see you soon.